Hi, everybody. Okay, so, you know, as God puts, He organizes world into day and night. Um, he organizes animals, in different categories. You have different kinds of cats, different kinds of dogs, different kinds of deer. Um, yeah, I think we should organize our lives in like that. We should have some fun. We should have work. We should have time going to church with God and with the community, and there you find a sense of community and a sense of family. And we need a category of helping other people, even people that truly we don't. I don't understand the person that stands there on the street corner asking people for money and then goes and does drugs with it. A lot of people that do drugs, they don't want to deal with life. Listen to me. Life is hard. That's a part of living. That's life. It's not a surprise. I don't know why it's such a surprise for people that are so shocked. That's called life. Life is hard sometimes, and you have to deal with it. You're gonna make it worse if you pick up drugs. Believe me, because you're connected to such an evil force out there. And the people that are involved in the drugs, man, it's a messed up scene. And you're letting them drag you right into their world. Like I said, there's different worlds within this world. And if you let these people drag you into their world, look out. It's tough to get out. It's hard to get out of those worlds, but you got to do it. You got to run like hell and never go back. Sometimes you got to pick up and move. That's the truth. Get somewhere where it's sunny and warm at least, and the cost of living is affordable. There's so many things, if I want to pretend like I'm speaking to that guy that is being conned by that older guy, scamming people for money, and they both go and do drugs. But I'm speaking to the younger guy that really he knows better, but he doesn't. At the same time, he has free will. He can use the greatest gift that God gave him, common sense. And he could decide, I'm not going to let this guy play me. I'm not going to live the rest of my life doing this. You know? And that's who I want to talk to say there's so many other things you can do with your life. Don't you want to travel? Don't you want to go to New York City? Don't you want to look good? You head over to Armani Exchange and buy yourself some duds? Don't you want to have a beautiful wife, beautiful family? Don't you want to take your wife and kids to church on Sunday and go for brunch, go for shopping, go, swimming? Don't you want to say, okay, we're going to Disneyland? Okay, we're going to go to India next summer for a month. We're going to go to Italy for 2 months the summer after. We're going to go to South America. We're going to go to Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a beautiful country. I researched these places online. I tell you, wow. We're going to go to Brazil. And I'm going to be a man. And I'm going to out you got to become a lion, Now you're just a cub. You got to become a lion. Lion takes care of his family. He's cute, cuddly. People love lions. Who doesn't love a lion? Right? You gotta be strong. You gotta be smart. You gotta say, I'm not gonna let these guys play me and drag me into the drug world. I don't want to live a life like that. When God says to you, what say you for your life? What are you gonna say to him? You're gonna be running out the damn door. You're gonna be scared. You'll be like, oh, I remember her Mama Bear told me about that. Now I gotta run. But God can find you. God's everywhere, right? Like, don't you think that up in heaven there's God, there's Jesus, that's his son, his right hand man. He's kind of like the president, the vice president up there. God's God, right? Then you have the saints, that are the managers, and then you have angels. Don't you think you have angels? Of course you have angels. And inside of us, there's the spirit. And when you die, your body dies, your spirit's gonna either go to hell or heaven. Don't you want to work on things to get to heaven? Of course you do. Don't be a dumbass, right? Seriously. Like, you don't let these people drag you in and then all of a sudden you spend the rest of life in jail. I mean, you can't even have an ice cream cone when you want. What's your thing? Ice cream? Guys love ice cream. They probably have spiders. I know most guys hate spiders. I don't know why that, and they have a thing for spiders, and they have a thing for ice cream. I don't know what that's about, but whatever. You can't have ice cream when you want in jail, and you can't, you know, just get up and go when you want in jail. You don't want to end up in jail, and that's the path that you're on, right? Now let's talk about you and, you know, the girls. You're with a girl and she doesn't want you anymore. You can't get all crazy and start shooting her up and everything. Like, what the hell are you guys thinking? You think nobody's gonna know that you're stalking her and you're gonna... I mean, of course, the powers that be. You don't know what you don't know. This world is there's organized chaos in this world. They talk about, it's like the driving in India, you know? Foreigners go in and they say they don't understand. It's all crazy. But after a while, then they say, you know, it's like organized chaos. Everybody kind of got a sense what the other person's going to do. So a lot of young people don't have that. They don't know. Because their parents, for whatever reason, don't get beyond the attitudes and guide them and tell them, like, no, these are some of the consequences that you're looking at if you do this, this, this. Look, here's the deal. If I walk over to the stove and I turn the stove on and I put my hand on the burner, I'm gonna burn my hand. If I walk over to the stove and I turn the burner on and I don't put my hand on the burner, I'm not gonna burn my hand. You see, I can get all the way up there, and then it depends on what the action is. There's going to be a consequence, right? So you're not immune to going to jail because you think that you're immune to going to jail. You're not immune from getting some idiot pregnant because you want to get laid, because you don't think it's going to happen to you, because it hasn't happened yet. These things happen, right? Don't have a baby with an idiot. Don't have a baby with a drug addict. Don't have a baby with, you know. I'm telling you this because I care about you. I could be doing other things with my time, but I see so much of this going on, and I was that young, stupid girl without knowledge. I mean, my father wanted me stunned, silent, and in fear. He wanted me to be his whipping post. He molested me. He verbally abused me. It was a psychological warfare in that. I was just trying to survive him. And I was a little girl. I didn't understand. You know? And I don't want this to happen to you. So if you are that person, what you do, what got better for me, when you tell a child protective worker, you call 311 and ask for them to transfer you over to the police. You can ask them to transfer you over to Child Protective Services. You fight for yourself. You have to be strong. You have to be your own best friend in this world. You have to care about yourself. You matter. Even I don't give a crap who told you that you don't matter. You know what? If you're a pretty girl, like I was very pretty when I was younger, I'm still pretty now. I mean, my hair is a little messy. I got some weight on me, but I can still hold my own, believe you me. And I'm not just saying that. I'm still kind of surprised, like, wow, I'm 45, I have some weight. I go out, I'm still kind of, I just want to tell them, yesterday I was, you should put your eyeballs back in your head. I don't understand why you're looking at me like I'm some kind of, you know, like, knockout. I really don't know, but it happens. But, so, and you gotta flow, people. You know, guys and girls, if you're gonna go out clubbing, the longer you're out in the real world, the longer you're out there, the more at risk you are. You want to go out dancing, go dancing. Just don't stay there all damn night. You don't want to be on the road at 2 o'clock and 1 o'clock when they're leaving there and all the drunks are on the road. Hell no. You know, go out and dance. And you don't, you know, you're not going to get much drunker if you have 3 drinks to 5 drinks to 7 drinks. You're just, what's the point, right? If you're going to have a couple drinks, don't drive your damn car. Jump on the SkyTrain, get in a cab. You know, get in a position where you're like, that's my weekend to go out, and I'm going to rent a a hotel or a motel. I'm gonna go just cab it over there. You gotta flow. You get out there and flow. Say, I'm gonna go here, then I'm gonna go for a bite to eat, and or I'm gonna, go home and go to sleep because I gotta go to work in the morning. I gotta go home and listen to some of those videos that's up on Joanne's. You could search Perilous Fight Consulting. You can Joanne's Uncontested Divorce Shop. Not shop. They filed an injunction because I was facilitating uncontested divorces. I didn't give anybody legal advice. They're trying to say I did. I didn't. They filed an injunction. The same judge I had. Well, I yelled at the judge. That didn't help. But I yelled at him because he wasn't enforcing my child support order. And then he heard this matter that we were already bickering on the other thing, and then he still shows up on 2 other matters. I wonder how that happened. That's a lawyer that's stalking me, right? He's representing the lawyers, and he doesn't want me to facilitate. He doesn't want. If you wanted to get an uncontested divorce, you and your wife or you and your husband said, we're not compatible. We're not going to stay to do the 12 years together in misery. We want to get out. And it's like, okay, like you print off the forms and I tell you where to go and how much this is. Like, the court fees are this much. Oh, okay. Where do I go? Well, the courthouse is over here. They filed an injunction for me doing that. Without nobody complained because I don't give them legal advice. I tell them, go to the courthouse, you can get free legal advice at the courthouse. So, I tell you, there are evil out there. There is a lot of evil out there. So, get out there and flow. You can go shopping, you can go to church, you can go swimming, you can go to the rec center to go in the hot tub, you can go work out, you can go to the movies. Find a cheap movie theater, You can cook, you can evolve. We're supposed to evolve. You can help, you can go volunteer, you can go to Starbucks. Girls like to go shopping. Girls go to Starbucks. Girls go to the mall. Girls like to go to bubble bath stores at the mall, like Bath and Body Works and the Body Shop. They so if you wanna you meet girls at school. But sometimes what you need is real world knowledge. I don't care how much formal education you have. You need some real world knowledge. And you need to use your common sense. How to start a driving school, how to start a non-profit, how to start a cleaning company, how to start a moving company. And you gotta say something. Say something if somebody's hurting you. Say something. I told the police called this lawyer 7 times. There's 2 police files on him. There's a police file on the Supreme Court judge. And I'm sure that's the first. Shocking. It was shocking when I yelled at him. Oh, you should have seen him. Oh, yeah, I sure did. I was so shocked that I even heard the matter. I was up there, and I was just like... Anyway, so, get out there and say something if somebody's harming you. Okay? And get out there and flow around. Be a winner. According to God, be... according to the world, be a winner. Don't let these guys scam you. Don't let them get you all drunk and high and take your money. And say, oh, it'll be okay, we'll make it up tomorrow. They're playing you. Okay? Get online and gain some knowledge. Okay? Start with the basics. Get the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I don't make any money if you buy the book, so I'm not telling you because I'm going to make money off of it. So, get that book. Read that book. Read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill after that. Read The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer after that. And if you have drug issues, just stop doing drugs. It'll be hard for a couple of moments, and then it'll get better. Okay? It's just, you gotta be strong. Deal with things, okay? Because you want a good life. Okay, bye.